if you're on this call because you have a health goal that is maybe you want to release some unwanted fat, some weight, or you want to get some more energy, and maybe you've tried some things in the past and, you know, have had degrees of success or not, but right now you're in a situation where you need some help, then you're in the right place and we can help you. So on the call, I have Sue Alexander-Smith, who is a holistic health and wellness coach of 35 years. And she's joining us from sunny Malaga. Sue and I have been working with a system called Isagenix. Now, Isagenix is a new company to the United Kingdom that has been here, I think, 90 days now. They've just hit their 90-day mark, and they have hit the UK like a blizzard. Okay, there is so much... there are so many people that are using the Isagenix fat burning and cleansing system to lose weight. And some of the before and after photos we're already seeing just after 90 days are incredible. I wanted to ask you a few questions, Sue, is, you know, what are some of the problems that women can face when nutrition is lacking?
I think, Peter, and thank you for asking me to join you on the call this evening. It's always a pleasure to work with you. A lot of us, particularly women, struggle with our weight because we struggle with time management. We struggle with being able to prepare wonderful, nutritious, healthy, nutrient-dense meals for ourselves because we're busy. We don't necessarily give ourselves the opportunity to make wise and good choices. I think in the world that we live in now, there's an awful lot of products out there that are on our supermarket shelves that give us convenience but don't give us the nutritional profiles that we need. And so what happens is that a lot of what we're consuming on a daily basis is not adaptogenic to what our body needs. So it's not fueling our systems with great vitamins, minerals, trace elements, antioxidant profiles. And so our body is treating the nutrition that we're putting into our body like a toxin. And so it encapsulates the food into fat, into water, and then our body, not able to process it, stores it and leaves it there. And I hear it time and time again.
You just cut out there, Sue.
Yes.
So while we're waiting for you to come back, that kind of answers my second question, which is why do we tend... Oh, you're back. Yeah, we lost you for a moment. I'm just saying, yeah. Just the other question I had was, you know, why do we tend to put on weight? Which you've really answered about, you know, the body looking at our nutrition that we're getting from all sorts of places as toxic, and protecting our bodies from that by wrapping it in fat, and that's why we do put on weight. Is it something that gets worse at a particular age? And if so, why is that?
Hormones play a big deal with this, and certainly with the sort of the worse choices that we're making, the more sugar, the more salt that we're consuming, and wrap that along a very stressful lifestyle with hormone levels, with women particularly, estrogen levels changing at middle age. That also can change the way in which our bodies synthesize food that we're ingesting. So yes, there is problems as we get older. I think for many people when they're younger, they can eat quite a poor diet and get away with it. As you get older, because that toxic load is getting higher and higher in your system, you can't. And so therefore, it shows itself quite quickly. And so it's really, really important that we really take a look at what we're eating and ensure that we are really consuming the right nutrition that we need. And we need it quickly. We need to be able to get it in. We need to have, you know, for a man, you need about 100 grams of protein every day. For a woman, you need between 40 and 60. And if you're training and exercising quite regularly, up to 80 grams of protein every day. Now, if you're going to do that, you need to start your day most definitely with a protein-based breakfast. And a lot of people start their day with cereal, with toast, with sugar. Unfortunately, some people skip breakfast, and a huge proportion of people skip breakfast. And then it gets to 11 o'clock in the morning and they wonder why they're grabbing for anything. And it's normally a sugary treat or a coffee. And that's because we've run out of fuel. We treat our bodies far worse than we do our cars. We would never leave in the morning to go on a journey without thinking about putting fuel in the car, because we know it would never get us there. Yet we prepared to do that to our own bodies. So it's about being able to have quick fixes in the morning in the form of protein. And that's why I know that you and I absolutely love working with the Isagenix range, because the protein bars, the protein shakes are fantastic for giving a full spectrum amino acid profile in the body. And if you have protein in the morning, you do not feel hungry. And I love that, because you're then absolutely full until lunchtime. And then you can choose whether you have another protein shake, you have a protein bar, you eat a nice 600 to 800 calorie dense food of fruits and vegetables, meats and fish, and you choose wisely. And what you find is that your body starts to go and reduce the cortisol level in the body, which then in itself changes the hormone chemical change in the body. And you really find straight away that you feel better, you start losing the pounds. And then there's other wonderful supplements that I know you're going to ask me about.
Yeah, I wanted to, because you've just touched on it there. Does stress really affect our energy and our weight? And what does Isagenix have that can help us with stress, energy, and what is that side effect with regard to the weight?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, stress really increases the cortisol in our body, which should only really be there for fight and flight, when we really need to get out of the way of the traffic. And it originally was there to make sure we could run away from a dinosaur. So we're in a situation where lots of people are very highly stressed. And that could be from many, many reasons, you know, work, family, finances, all sorts of reasons that there is stress. And consequently, our body is producing far too much cortisol, which comes from the adrenal glands. So people are adrenally stressed, and that in itself can then have an effect on the network of every cell in the body. So Isagenix produce incredible mineral-based products that will really help to reduce the stress levels in the body. One of them is a product called Ionix. And Ionix is, again, it's an adaptogenic product. So it's wonderful for whatever's going on and how you're presenting yourself with stress. Because some people, when they're very stressed, it comes through the skin. So they get eczema, dermatitis, they get acne, for instance, dry skin. You know, all of those things are your body's reactive way of saying, I'm not happy. Other people, it comes through the lung. So it can be that people get things like asthma, panic attacks, breathing difficulties. For other people, it comes through the bowel. So they get irritable bowel syndrome, and however that presents itself. And that obviously is going to lead to dis-ease in the body. So there's many different ways. And obviously that layered on top of the physical is also the emotional too. So Ionix is an incredible product that is a liquid format that you can just take literally a shot of it, about 15 to 20 mils a day. You can take it as often as you need it. So it's a wonderful rescue product when you're feeling that maybe your cortisol levels are raising again. And by doing that, you will give the body the nutrition that it needs. Adaptogenic herbs, which, you know, lots have been written about adaptogenic herbs, things like Siberian ginseng, for instance. You know, they really do help to support the body and calm us down, help us to really feel rebalanced.
So does this have an impact on our cravings? And, you know, you mentioned emotional as well. So emotional eating and all of these kind of, you know, just can't help ourselves. That kind of,
absolutely.
Yeah, amazing.
So much so, yeah. And, you know, sometimes when you're stressed, you're very tired. That's the other thing. Some people just go to sleep. Some people just have no energy. People go to sleep and then they wake up and they feel like they've not been to sleep and they need to go back to bed again.
Yeah.
So there's another, in fact, a fantastic product which is called an e-shot. And that is just a wonderful kickstart booster to the body when it needs it. It can be taken when you wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can take it at 6 o'clock in the evening if if you're maybe your working environment is such that you need to have that sort of time
Boost.
to. So yeah, exactly. We have an awful lot of air stewardesses, nurses, doctors, people that work at really uncomfortable hours from a social point of view that really rely on those e-shots, and they very gently help to support the body's ability to gain energy through raising the caffeine level. And the caffeine comes from yerba mate and also green tea. So the body can recognize it, it can utilize it, and then whenever it needs it, just gently eliminates it. So you don't get that kick and that drop. So you don't get a sort of addictive behavior with the product. So it's amazing, really good.
No, that's great. I mean, I love the e-shots, and suspended in apple juice with pomegranate, so yummy flavor there.
It's delicious.
And I always have one before a workout. So quickly before we finish, we've got about 5 minutes left on the call.
Yes.
We've got what is nutritional cleansing, and why is nutritional cleansing so effective? I mean, a lot of results have been collated. There was a university study in 2008 which showed 7 pounds was the average that most people lost in their first 9 days using the Isagenix nutritional cleansing system. So what is that, and how does it work?
Well, nutritional cleansing, or intermittent cleansing as it's also known, is allowing the body to have a rest, allowing that digestive system to just repair, recoup, relax. And because we're not digesting it, it takes so much energy to cause digestion. What we then allow the body to do is to clear up everything. And you would normally do nutritional cleansing for 24 to 48 hours. And with the Isagenix system, it's so easy. They have an incredible product called Nourish for Life. You can take it up to 4 times a day, again, about 20 mils. It loads up the body with antioxidants, with vitamins, with minerals, with adaptogenic herbs again, to really support all the organs of the body and repair and regenerate and rejuvenate. So very quickly what happens is that your body just feels calm and relaxed. And it will also have a really calming effect on the whole digestive system. So that's going to really give you the ability to rebalance and calm the whole of the system. I'm just going to possibly mute Jackie if I can.
Yeah.
I think she's going to left. And so it will just really help the body to just repair and support itself. And so many people, like you said, lose on average 7 pounds in a couple of days. And what that is, it's those toxins that literally in the visceral fat, a deep tissue of the body, and it lets it go. And there can be stuff in our body that we ingested years ago that have just got stuck in there because the body doesn't know what to do with it. So it's just stored it in fat and water. And you often find that people have that storage around the middle. Whenever I see somebody that's is carrying that sort of middle weight in their central of their stomach, for men it's they get that big fat tummy, and for women they sort of get that extra layer of fat underneath the chest bone. That is because they've ingested food, their body doesn't know what to do with it, so it's stored it as fat. And what a cleanse day or 24-hour, 48 hours does with the Nourish for Life, with the Ionics, using the Hydrate products, using these incredible little Isodelights, which are actually chocolate, which I know you and I love. What it will do is it will just keep the blood sugars perfect while you allow the body to naturally release the waste material that is trapped in the cells that you no longer need. Cleanses the colon too, because you are allowing the body to release unwanted waste that maybe again for some people has been there for a really long time. So it's not it's not like a colon cleanse, it's a whole system cleanse. And by reducing that toxic load, you drink plenty of water, you take the Nourish, you take the Ionics, as I said, you get this incredible result very, very quickly, and you feel amazing. And I know both of us have done them before, and you really start to see the shift in your energy, and you certainly see the shift in your weight.
Yeah, thank you, Sue. I mean, it's so different to what I would be used to in a cleanse. It's not a diuretic cleanse at all. As you say, the Nourish for Life is there to support the body, and it aids in elimination, but it's not causing the elimination. We also have another product called Isamove, which is going to be bringing water into the colon. So, that's going to help elimination as well. I love that. And, cleanse days are great. I've done about 4 or 5 of them now at this stage, and your energy does peak. It's just so amazing. I actually did a double the last time, which was really great, but it's not always easy to do a full one. And so, the system is so flexible in that, if you're doing it until lunchtime, that's great. If you just do it till breakfast, it's great, but use the Nourish while you're doing the intermittent fasting. And I'd just like to summarize then. So we've gone through kind of all of the bits and pieces around, how we can help people. The system itself is a combination of shake days and cleanse days. And so when we set someone up for success with their health goal, if they have a goal of losing weight, then we're going to recommend that they get enough products to give them the shake days and the cleanse days and the little pick-me-ups, the e-shots and the hydrate, so they can just really have a nice even energy throughout. And so it's a really easy system to follow. In the morning, you wake up, you would have a shake for breakfast, you'd have a little fat burning pill called a ThermoGX with your shot of Ionics to get your system set for the day. And then you can have little snacks during the day. Like you mentioned, the Isadelights are yummy milk chocolates. They're so good. Salted caramel, more flavors on the way, I believe. And then by lunchtime, you can have yourself a 400 to 600 calorie meal. And in the evening, then another shake. Last thing before bed, a couple of Isamove capsules to help to eliminate overnight, and floods your system with magnesium, which is great. And you do maybe...
And that's amazing too. The magnesium will really help you sleep, which is fantastic.
Yes.
That will really help to support your whole calm, reduce those cortisol levels as well.
So if you're looking for better sleep, it's the right system for you as well. And
Yeah.
then you do that for 2 days, and then we tend to have the cleansing on the 3rd day. And then we just rinse and repeat. And Sue and I are here to help with any questions for coaching. Sue is my coach. I rang her today and I was like, I don't want to do my cleanse today. She's like, then don't do it.
Just be adaptogenic yourself. If you're not doing it, if you feel you're up to doing it, don't do it, because life is for living and being happy and well, and that was your body just needing to be comforted today. So having shakes and just really looking after yourself, and then going on to a cleanse day. Tomorrow tomorrow is International Cleanse Day tomorrow, so it's always a good day to do that.
Brilliant. Wednesday 23rd.
Wednesday.
Yeah. So that really covered everything, Sue. Just one other question we didn't get to cover, which is there such a thing as skinny fat?
There is. There really is. It doesn't matter how tiny your body is. We all have fat because we all have toxins, and because of the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, the fuel that we have, in the form of food, our body is constantly protecting us, and it protects us through fat. And that's why, as the world gets more toxic, unfortunately, and the food that we're ingesting is and has got herbicides and pesticides and is over processed, there's chemicals in there that our body doesn't recognize, that it doesn't matter how tiny you are as a person, you will still have toxins. And so it's very, very important that each and every one of us cleanses on a regular basis and makes sure that we are getting our nutrition from this kind of product. And we can't rely on the fuel that we have historically. And if I just summarize that by giving you an example, it used to take 1 cup of spinach for a woman to get all the iron she needed on a daily basis. That same woman would now need about 47 cups of spinach to get the same iron content.
That is a shocking
I
statistic.
know. So the beauty is that Isagenix ensures that you are getting the nutrition that you need every day. It's a system that you can follow for the rest of your life. It will give you intensive results straight away because your body will recognize the nutrition, it will utilize it, you will feel immediately better. And the company, after 15 years, are so confident that they give you a 30-day money-back guarantee on every single product. So if you decided to do the nutritional weight loss program, for instance, or maybe you're doing it for energy or you're doing it for sports performance, at the end of your 30 days, if you're not happy with the result that you've got, the company will give you a 100% money back guarantee. And I love that because, you know, they're showing accountability for every ingredient they're putting in the products, giving people the opportunity to really try the products and get the results that they need. And I know that both of us, in the short time that those products have been available, have really, really personally experienced the differences in our own bodies and seen masses of testimonials. And certainly with my client base, you know, I've had people that have released 10 pounds in 10 days, simply because the body is supported with the nutrition that it needs, and it gives it the vehicle to eliminate what it no longer does. So amazing.
No, it is. And even for myself, I have a system at work that I can measure visceral fat. Isn't that cool? And when I started 5 weeks ago, I was on 8% visceral fat because I'm sporty, I'm in good shape already. 8% is not terrible. And it's down to 6%, you know, just from, you know, I haven't really shifted any weight, but I've toned up, I've gotten some muscle, I've been doing a lot more of my energy. I would say my energy has gone through the roof, you know, it's not there 100% all the time, but compared to where I was 6 weeks ago, it is a completely different life. And I also just wanted to touch on what you were saying about the quality of the ingredients. And what I love about Isagenix, as a yoga teacher and as someone who is in sport and fitness, I really feel when I put something into my body, I can feel what it's doing. If I have something that's really sugary, I feel it in my body almost straight away. It's kind of like a hangover from a really bad night out, but I get it like an hour later. And so I think that people in sport are sensitive to this. And then when I started to eat the products, immediately after having one of the shakes, I knew there was something good in this product. The fact that it was whey-based was something that I wasn't used to. I hadn't been using whey-based products before. So when you explained to me, and if you want to go ahead and give the rundown now of where do we get our products from? What quality ingredient do we use for our whey?
Well, I think there's a couple of areas that I just want to cover with that very briefly, is that the whey protein itself comes from happy cows that are in New Zealand, that are grass-fed, that are not administered with growth hormones or regularly treated with antibiotics. And so you're getting this wonderful, pure, unadulterated, cold-pressed, denatured protein, massively different to what you normally get in the shops and the supermarkets, and you buy in bulk because it's been treated and heated and processed and filled, and our body again is then treating it like a toxin, as opposed to it being treated as that pure nutritional amino acid profile that the body needs for every cell regeneration in the body. So you get this wonderful lean muscle mass. And I know both of us, you know, I haven't lost weight either because I didn't need to, but what I needed to do was redensify my muscles. And so I looked longer, leaner, stronger muscles. So like you, I have lots more energy too. Great for collagen, great for elastin. So it's great for your skin, it's great for your hair, it's great for your nails. You know, it's really good for every cell in the body. So that's really, really important. The other thing that I want to mention, because it fascinates me, is that John Anderson, who's the founder of the company, he has been in the industry for his entire life. And he spent his sort of formative years as a scientist, a nutritional scientist, discovering these incredible mineral deposits and sites for where plants and species were grown. And in the Ionics, in the Nourish, those two incredible products, in those ingredients, the actual water that's in the base of those goes through his own mineral mine, which he has in America. So all of the minerals are coming from his mine. And I love that because he knows exactly every single raw ingredient and mineral content is exactly perfect for what the body needs. So the science behind these products is absolutely phenomenal. And I know that that's why you and I were so aligned with working with this product, because we know that when we put something in our body, we're very finely tuned machines, and we know if it's good for us or not. And because of our personal experiences, that's why we now want to share that with other people, so that they feel as amazing as we do.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Well, we're going to wrap this call up. I am going to post this onto my Vimeo feed, so you can watch this and other videos all around the science. I got one with Sarah Richter. Not Sarah Richter. Is it Sarah Richter, the product person? Yeah, Sarah Richter. And also, just one thing. It is undenatured, undenatured
Yeah.
protein. Yeah, because you had a slip of the tongue there.
Oh, did
And
I?
yeah. Yeah. And you know, I didn't lose nothing. I've lost 7 pounds, but
okay.
so
That hasn't a lot to do with it.
so I went from 93 kilos to 90 kilos, which is 6.6 pounds.
Yeah,
But I'm really toning up, so I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so much good information in there. Thank you so much for taking time away from your home in Malaga. I know that you work from home, but you know, it is evening time now, so I really appreciate it. And I look forward to our next chat.
Lovely to be on the call with you, and thank you for inviting me, Peter. And all I can say, you know, from a professional perspective, get on the product, just get those products in your body and feel the difference, literally in days, and, you know, see the results in your body. Give your body the best fuel that you possibly can.
Thanks, Sue. Okay, great.